Hello, 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 it's coffee time. Hey, well, I've got coffee, but it's a bit cold. I've been doing other things, but this is where we look at the news, and we're going back onto the old Daily Mail website. Where do you want to start? Let's start with the really important stuff. BBC licence fee to be risen by £5.50. So it's going up to £180 a year. Wow. What value? Yep, the licence fee will rise by £5.50 to £180 a year in a bid to keep the BBC on a stable financial footing, the government said today. Yeah, it's been revealed the 3.112% rise from £174.50 will come into force on April the 1st. Yeah, Fool's Day, because you'd have to be a fool to pay for it. The hike was calculated using the annualised average of the Consumer Price Indexed inflation rate from October 2024 to September 2025, which was 3.14%. And again, viewers have flooded social media with anger, and you just get the feeling that the BBC just want us all to cancel our licences and just sod off, because it's how little of the BBC I watch. It's becoming ridiculous now. I mean, yeah, granted, last night I watched Dragon's Den and The Apprentice, but that's about it. You know, we're literally talking. Not even again, if those shows aren't on, I very rarely go on to the BBC, unless I'm watching repeats of Top of the Pops on BBC Four. But is that worth £180 a year? I don't know. We've got more issues with the Epstein files. The release of Peter Mandelson's emails and messages from his time as the US ambassador could lay waste to Keir Starmer's desperate attempts to remain close to Donald Trump. Officials fear that material published as part of a probe into how the close friend of a notorious paedophile Jeffrey Epstein was hired by the PM. It could include damaging comments made by the former diplomat about a notoriously thin-skinned president. Yeah, everyone's struggling. Again, Keir Starmer is just, yeah, he's in a full panic mode. He's saying, yeah, he's saying, I went to Jeffrey's Island, and Trump saying, and I kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. So yeah, not looking good. But I don't think Trump will care really. You got to remember, Trump has, I think yesterday, he defended Bill and Hillary Clinton because they were testifying. They were giving evidence on something in America about Epstein, and he defended them. You've got to remember that Trump was once a Democrat and great friends with the Clintons, and that melts some of the people's TDS. With TDS, their brains melt when you tell them that. Meanwhile, panic as Bitcoin has plummeted. Did you know that my Bitcoin investment has been wiped out? It was. I got a free £10 from somewhere. I can't remember. I got this £10 and I invested in Bitcoin, and it went up to as much as £26. It's down to about 17 now. 17. So yeah, the prices are falling, and some crypto geeks have seen their entire fortune vanish. Very volatile, these pseudo currencies. Very, very volatile. So there you go. It's very, very, very. Oh, is it sad? Is it sad? I don't know. We're going back to Epstein. We go back to Epstein? Well, I'm not surprised at all. News. Newly released Epstein files revealed investigators believe a prisoner appeared to access the area where the notorious paedophile was locked up on the night of his death. This is hidden amongst the files released by the Department of Justice, and yeah, there's a shadowy orange object could be seen moving up the stairs to Epstein's cell block at the New York prison around 10:40 p.m. the night before he was found dead. Yeah, it was probably a prisoner who was sent to do the deed. But yeah, that's the inside of Epstein's cell. Oh, wait a minute. I think that's it. Is that it? No, I don't know. I don't think there's Epstein in his cell, is it? But yeah, so yeah, there you go. It was inside job. Hey. But now we're getting on to the important news. Winter Olympics. Did you know that? Now this story is because the Winter Olympics is going on, right? It's going to happen. But Penisgate, that's what they're calling it, has rocked the Winter Olympics. A new measures to crack down on alleged penis enlargement scandal. Oh, you got to hang on to your hats for this. Penis enlargement scandal has engulfed the Winter Olympics, right? And they're going to be doing new 3D scans on an athlete's area. Yeah, on Thursday, the saga known as Penisgate took a surreal hold on the games in Milan Cortina, with unsubstantiated claims emerging that male ski jumpers have resorted to injecting hyaluronic acid into their genitals to gain a competitive advantage. Now, if this was the sex Olympics, I could possibly understand. It is explained, but I still don't get it. Ahead of this season's Winter Olympics, skiers were required to have their bodies measured using a 3D scanner. When undergoing a scan, athletes must wear only body-tight underwear, as their crotch height is also measured to determine the height of their competitive suit. They have a special suit made. This is to ensure that the suits have a tolerance of only 2 to 4 centimetres, plus an additional 3 centimetres for a male's crotch height. This is to prevent. Oh God! Grow up, Darren. Grow up. You're an adult. This is to prevent athletes from tampering with their suits to gain an advantage. Apparently, the penis size gives them an advantage. It acts like a rudder. Yeah, scientific studies suggest that any increase in the surface area of the skin suit can effectively turn the jumper into a human glider. Now, if they were flattening it into like a paddle, I can understood. The bigger the bulge, the further they can fly. There you go. This is a study in the journal Frontiers established that every 2 centimetres in suit circumference reduced drag by 4% and increased lift by 5%. When that is the equivalent to an extra 5.8 metres in jump length. And there's one jumper saying, "You can't see me, little jumper." But yeah, so they're doing it just to get a competitive advantage. Oh my goodness, who'd have thought it, eh? And so yeah, but yeah, hyaluronic acid when injected into the male appendage can increase the circumference by 1 or 2 centimetres. Usage would allow male skiers to wear larger suits, which would improve their aerodynamics. Okay, so there you go. That's one way of cheating. I just think that's absolutely bonkers. But anyway, should we do more? Large body parts? This kind of segues into the next story. I was going to keep this till last, but what the hell? This is the story of Summer Robert, good stripper name that, and she was diagnosed with macromastia, a very unfortunate condition. But yeah, her medical condition, right, has left her humiliated last month when she was harassed by staff at Disneyland in California. But why? Well, anyway, the 25-year-old told the Daily Mail while attending the park with a friend, she was approached by employees who told her that she needed to cover up. Again, macromastia is a type of breast hypertrophy which sees the breast area growing, and it's a very sad story. It's a very sad story because this lady, you can see how she's suffering. She just wanted to walk around Disneyland where there are children. There's one over there present. I bet he had a good time. And she was walking around like this, and they asked her to cover up because she's suffering. She's suffering. She's got a serious medical condition, and they don't appreciate her illness. But yeah, she was asked to cover up during her visit. Again, I think if she'd have gone dressed like that, she might have got away with it. Yeah, but yeah. But apparently she was asked. She was asked to cover up by staff. I can't think why. It's like two Zeppelins having a race, isn't it? She said, I told them there was nothing inappropriate about what I was wearing. I was dressed the same as most people. The only difference being is that I have larger breasts. The Scottish woman went on to say she was wearing a low-cut long-sleeve shirt tucked into a mini pink pleated skirt with shorts underneath to cover her modesty. But yeah. I think we should take time to reflect on her suffering, and I'm sure, I'm not sure if there's an OnlyFans involved in any of this, but I'm sure somebody out there would have found it. What a wonderful time to be alive. Why is it so wet in the UK? Is it because it's winter and it's raining? Apparently Brits are turning to social media and complaining about the rain. Well, guess what? I have to walk the dog. And we have to go in the rain. And yeah, we just get on with it. Because you know what? Because we're men. Well, I'm not. Well, she ain't. I am. Well, one of us is a man, I think. I can't remember which one is it. But anyway, she hates. Whoops, wrong button. Sorry, that'll come later. There she is. She's having a kip. Use this place like a hotel. She hates wearing a coat. Let me see if I can get it to react. Layla, have to wear your coat. See, wear your coat. Just doesn't like it. I've got too many buttons. I need one of those pads where you just press the button. So they're using this silly mouse thing. It's not a mouse, it's a trackpad. Look. But anyway, it's been raining because it's England and we get rainy weather and people have been moaning about it. Dear. Yeah. So yeah, this is because we've had its 36th consecutive day of rain. The Met Office has revealed that a block pattern in the jet streams is to blame for this particularly soggy spell. And many people, I mean this one, she's sick of it. They're not happy. Yeah, it's raining. Again, you know, and that's, look, you can see we've got a lovely big block of wet weather stuck over us at the moment. What else have we got? Again, there's a lot about Keir Starmer battling for his position. Remember, we got rid of Boris Johnson for having a glass of champagne at a birthday party inside Downing Street. Meanwhile, Starmer employed a man who was associated with Jeffrey Epstein, who paid him money, and he gave him details, you know, of insider details of the EU bank crisis, which he could have profited off. And he also was in cahoots with, you know, a Russian oligarch and would doing bit. I mean, I'm sure it'd be fine. I'm sure Keir Starmer would be just fine. But anyway. Oh, this is an interesting one. This is an eco-village, which was backed by King Chuck back in the day. 300 houses were built on a former oil refinery site in Llandarcy near Neath in South Wales. This was under plans to turn the industrial land into a thriving new village. The king visited the site. He wasn't the king then. He was, I guess, he was still the old prince. He was the king, formerly known as Prince. compared to Andrew, formerly known as Prince. Visited the site in 2013 when he was Prince of Wales after the first phase was completed, but construction was abandoned soon after. The houses were never lived in, and the area has been compared to a zombie village in a Hollywood movie. Again, these urban explorers have found it. And yeah, it was meant to be you know, an eco village. I mean, it's quite bizarre that they do these things. I mean, is that really a village? Is that a village? I don't know, it's not enough. I thought a village would be bigger than that. Oh, apparently 300 homes. Oh, I see. That could only be a few of them. There's not 300 homes there. But yeah, 300 homes. Yeah, it's a very small village. Oh, that's it from the air. Oh yeah, that's a village. But yeah, completely abandoned. And again, we have a homeless crisis. You know, we have a lack of affordable property. And then we have that, and you go, just somebody, you know, just fill in a form could solve that. You could, you know, turn that into a thriving area, you know. But here we are. Oh, here we go. We should have actually folded this one into the previous story. This is a young mother of one, Lily Porter. She contracted sepsis, right? She's a care assistant from Retford in Nottinghamshire. Here she is. You may see what the problem might have been. She wasn't kicked out of or asked to cover up in Disneyland, but she has 36 double end breasts, right? And her breasts are so large and heavy, right, that the weight of them tore her skin, and she contracted sepsis, the potentially deadly blood infection. This happened last September. She said, the weight of my boobs has caused my skin to tear, and this has led to an infection that gave me sepsis. It was horrendous, and the infection hasn't cleared up, and I'm at risk of getting sepsis again. I'm constantly depressed and crying, and I'm in pain all the time. The reason why the NHS refused to operate is because Miss Porter's BMI places her in the obese category. Now, come on, you know why she's in that category. She's got two big reasons why she's in that category. And she says it's because that nearly a third of her body weight is carried by her breasts. She said the NHS say my BMI is too high for a reduction, but most of my weight is in her chest area. I weigh 17 stone and my boobs weigh 5 stone between them. Oh my God, poor woman. Well, again, you know, here we are. You can get an idea. Again, she's not, I wouldn't say she's fat, you know, she's not obese in that sense. It's just, it's all out front, baby. It's all out front. And the NHS won't help her. Wow. And she said they're not listening to me at all, and I don't know what to do. Well, go fund me, you know, or do an OnlyFans to raise the money for this. She said she's struggled with her chest since childhood, and said a stranger's reaction have stopped her from enjoying her teenage years. She was bullied at school, and she couldn't go swimming with her friends in the summer, and she was worried about people seeing her chest. Again, this is a sad side of it, really. Whereas the other woman was flaunting herself deliberately, this poor person really needs our help. And yeah, do a GoFundMe. Do a GoFundMe. But yeah, they say their BMI is too high. She says she weighs 17 stone and has weighed each of her breasts, and they weigh 2.5 stone each, meaning that 30% of her body weight is in her chest. But she added that she does meet all the other criteria for the reduction. A spokesman from NHN Nottingham said, "We are sorry to hear about Lily's situation. Unfortunately, we have strict guidelines on which procedures are funded on the NHS. This is to ensure we can be consistent when making a decision on how to spend and prioritise our limited NHS funding. For breast reduction surgery, there are a number of criteria which must be met, including a BMI between 18 and 25 for 1 year. We do have a process for considering exceptional cases, so this could be an option." for Lily's GP to explore. Man, that just don't seem right, does it? That doesn't seem fair. I'm still trying to. What have I done? Oh, 20 minutes. It feels like I've done. All this is kind of computer game news. Now, this is a thing that's been in the pipeline for a very long time. Tomb Raider. They're rebooting Tomb Raider, and we've got Sophie Turner, who was probably best known as Sansa Stark in Game of Thrones, and yeah, we've got some behind-the-scenes pictures of her taking on the role again, previously played by Angelina Jolie and Alicia Vikander. Yeah, I think this is shaping up. I think it could be quite good. But I know Amazon have been trying to get this. This is in Surrey, in the rain. Well, you know, shot yesterday, and I know Amazon are trying to get this out for ages. But it looks kind of interesting, doesn't it? I don't know. It's going to hit the screens though. And here she is, again doing a lot of wire work there for a parachute scene. And yeah, so it looks exciting. Again, I don't know if you've ever played the video games. I remember the very first one back in the day with the PlayStation, the original PlayStation. God, it seems like such a long time ago now. But she didn't forget to take her umbrella. There you go, so that's a good thing. And me and Sophie Turner, we share a birthday, 21st of February. Remember, send money in the plain envelopes, it's fine. Meanwhile, Japan have cancelled the annual Cherry Blossom Festival. One festival's been cancelled because there's been a spate of bad behaviour from visitors. It's unusual, isn't it? What else have we got? Oh, this is Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill, I don't know if you remember him, he's in films like Superbad and Wolf of Wall Street. Well, recently he's slimmed down. I mean, to the point of him being unrecognisable. Again, this is what he used to look like. This is him back in 2015. And there's, again, this is him from Superbad. He's the guy on the right, in case you're not aware, with we've got, oops, let me just pull up the picture. Here he is, slimmed down. That was this week, I think. And here's another picture of him in a recent role where he is completely unrecognisable. This is a film called Outcome with Keanu Reeves. Look, there we go. Wow. Apparently he's taking his fitness very seriously. And that's a good thing. That means he'll be around for a lot longer. And he's taking up boxing to get in shape. There you go. A lesson to us all there. A lesson to us all. We could all do with a bit more exercise, couldn't we? Come on, there must be an animal story somewhere. Oh, this might cheer you up. Apparently, the Home Office has shared some footage of 50 foreign criminals and failed asylum seekers boarding a deportation plane. There you go. Only 50. Is that all? It's not enough, is it? There you go. They've fuzzed their faces out, because it's embarrassing. A bit embarrassing for them, isn't it, really? What else have we got? Not a lot. Got to end on a funny. There's got to be a funny one here somewhere, hasn't there? No, there isn't. can't do that one. That's horrible. Should really check these out before I come on. There's nothing going on there. I'm just gonna end on this one. This is the Great British Bin Bonanza. Again, end of March, the whole way that bins are being collected and the green waste is being dealt with. They reckon one council is demanding 12 bins per household. This is a video piece, so I'm not going to play it, but yeah, one council in the UK. I'm going to find out which council it is. UK council, 12 bins per household. Let's find out which one it is. Does it say? Yeah, because it's the new bin collection rules start in the spring. I'm trying to find the one with 12 bins, because does it say? Of course, this doesn't affect Birmingham because they don't have their bins collected up there, do they? But we're getting an extra bin. We're getting a food waste bin, and they're making us pay to have our green waste bin collected. But I can't find the story with the 12 bins. I can't find out which council it is, so we'll just have to leave it there, I'm afraid. A bit of a non-story, that. But I wanted to talk about it. I'm going to have to dig deeper. I ain't got time to dig deeper into that. So, how many bins have you got? Leave a comment in the comments box below. Have I got any funnies in the... No, I've done that. Oh, no, I can do this one. I think I should be alright for this. We're going to Mumbai in India, and there's an advert. There's a 30-second advert first, but this is inside a lift inside a building at Amal Tower in Gurgaon, which is a suburb of Mumbai in India, and this happened on Monday night, and I'm just waiting for that advert to sod off and we can watch it, and we'll end on this one. We'll go out on a bang, quite literally. Come on, advert. Nobody wants GoDaddy. Here we go. So imagine you're inside a lift in Mumbai, right? Here we go. Boom. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So they all get inside the lift, and this guy's got a load of party balloons, but they're obviously containing some sort of whoosh, highly inflammable gas. Yeah. Imani Tapriya, who was a 21-year-old student, she suffered burns on her arms, neck and stomach following the explosion. Raju Kumar Mahato, a delivery man, who was also carrying the balloons into the building. This was for a birthday party, also suffered burns. But the pair and a third person lived remarkably all escaped without major injury. And you can see, there you go, that's a better picture of them inside the lift. And then, oh, that's a good screen grab. It's just going off, and then it's like something from a movie, isn't it? But thankfully, minor burns. Police have now launched a negligence case against the owner of the shop who sold the balloons, who they accuse of failing to provide safe instructions to the delivery man. Yeah, and so they've all been. But God, it's just screenshots alone. It's like special effects from a movie. But like I said, thankfully, the fire only lasted a split second and nobody was seriously hurt. But I imagine nobody had any eyebrows left either. So anyway, shall we see if there's anybody in the chat? I don't imagine there will be. God, we only did it in 30 minutes today. That's good. It's a short one today. Paul's in. It's a good afternoon. And Raynham's in. And Renee's in as well. And Naz is in. And Bond says the Aussie PM lectured us on sea level rise and coastal erosion, then bought a beachside mansion on the cliff edge. Well, that makes all the sense, doesn't it? That makes all we're doomed. We're all doomed, don't you know? But yeah, never buy a place near the coast like that, because you know. Anyway, that's it. It's the weekend. It's Friday. I've still got a drippy boiler. Oh, that's a story. That is. That's a story for the age. And still waiting for the engineer to call me back. But you know, so we'll leave it there. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. There's quite a few videos for you to watch if you've not been paying attention, or maybe YouTube has not been serving them to you. So do have a look. There's some I'm talking about Record Store Day. That might be of interest because it's coming up in April. And there might be some titles that you're interested in. So I did a little read through of the very, very long list. So go and check that out. I did that shortly before I did this. Hence, I ran out of coffee. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you didn't, can't be helped. Have a good weekend. And that's it. Ta-ta.